subscribe. Welcome to the channel, Enlighten Me Tarot. My name is Rebecca, and today you are joining us to enlighten yourself on the September 2025 monthly readings. And as always, there are some planetary alignments and shifts that I would like to clue you in on, because they're going to be very pivotal to your reading that you're about to watch. I suggest to stay here for this information, but there is a timestamp below if you want to skip ahead to your reading, okay? First and foremost, I want to mention that with September, this starts eclipse season. Yes, we will have 2 eclipses in the month of September. We will have a lunar eclipse in the beginning of September on the 7th. We will have a solar eclipse during the 21st of September as well. So get ready, okay? With the readings I've already done, the solar eclipse is a very pivotal moment for many of you, okay? And I'm about to explain that in just a minute. We have these energies taking place in Pisces and Virgo. You know, during the eclipse energy, this is a north node pool and a south node pool, right? So at this time, it's very prevalent for natural disasters, especially in water, to really come about. So be very careful during this time, especially we have, you know, hurricane season here for many of us in the US, where there's going to be some dramatic turn in the weather, okay, and the rainfall. So be very aware of that. I'm looking at my notes here. I also want to clue you in that, you know, in this energy of Pisces and Virgo, we're going to see between the next 6 to 12 months, because eclipses can push their energy for the next 6 to 12 months. And we will see shifts, right, in our medical field. We will see shifts in hospital settings. There will be closing of hospitals. There will be unemployment of nurses and administrative staff due to hospitals closing. I have already seen where nursing homes are sending letters to loved ones letting them know they are closing due to no longer having federal funding, and you will have to make arrangements for your loved one to be moved. So, you know, and though this is taking place more prevalent in the hospital and the medical field, it does not mean that it won't happen in other fields. So that will just be the most prevalent. But we will see possibly a very high rate of unemployment in the next 6 to 12 months. Okay, prepare. I'm going to tell you that right now. Then let's talk about the eclipses for a little bit. The lunar eclipse on the 7th in the north nodes. This is all about bringing in your rewards. Your rewards for all the work that you've already done, that you've put in, being recognized, the accolades that are coming through for you. And then we have the solar eclipse on the 21st, which is all about new beginnings and opening up to the new. So between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, you'll be transitioning out of something and moving into something new, with the lunar energy supporting that new beginning and blessing. However, we do have 2 Virgo moons, right? 2 Virgo new moons. And this is all about certainty, organization. making sure that the decisions that you're making going forward, that this is truly what you want. Be certain, prepare, organize. You have the ability to choose again, but should you choose this particular path, you're going to be on this path for some time. Okay. Also want to mention Saturn is returning to Pisces, which is really good for your karma. This is the time where many of us will get a new slate of karma, letting go and releasing the old karma. Okay, you're starting again with your karmic energies. All right, so there you have it, the information that you need to know for your planets and what is coming up for eclipses and moons in the month of September. Also, please be aware again, if you cannot afford a personal reading, because I do personal readings, my address to reach out to me is in the description box below. I will not solicit you for a reading. Please don't pay anyone on WhatsApp because I don't do any of that. If you don't email me directly, I won't email you. So email me if you want a personal reading, but if you cannot afford a personal reading, I will do live Q&A sessions. You're allowed to ask one question as long as you make a donation to the channel, okay? We just had one this last Wednesday. My next reading will be, I believe, on September the 3rd. At 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, September the 3rd, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm on for 1 hour, so try to get in as quickly as you can to answer your question. Okay, all proceeds go back to the channel for cards, decorations, video, and so forth. Also, please remember these are general readings. They cannot and will not resonate with everyone. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. We'll be pulling a 4-week spread. So we'll pull 3 cards for each week. We'll clarify, and then we'll pull an oracle from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I'm excited for this month of September. I'm excited to see what the solar eclipse holds for you. I hope you're excited too. So stay with us for your reading. Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to the channel. We are ready to start your reading for the month of September 2025. I am going to pull a week-on-week energy. We're going to pull weeks 1 through 4. We will clarify, and at the end, I will pull an oracle from the Queen of the Moon energy. I will say, if you did not listen to the intro, it has some really pivotal information in regards to the planetary energies that we'll be going through, as well as the eclipses we will be having in the month of September. So I do suggest that you kind of go back and listen to that if you skipped over it. Okay, just a suggestion, you don't have to. All right, so let's get started. All right, angels, spirits, and guides, clarity and guidance for my beautiful Leos, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What do we have for week 1 for my beautiful Leos, sun, moon, rising, and Venus? What do we see in week 1 for my Leos, sun, moon, rising, and Venus? All right, what do we see in week 2, please? Week 2, last card for week 2, please. 3. For my Leos for September 2025. We have for week 3. And closing out the month. Closing out September 2025. The last card. Last card for September. All right. At the bottom of the deck. Ooh, wow. We have the 6 of Spears, which is the 6 of Swords. Look how she's riding on top of a shark. Wow, that is crazy. That's why I was like, oh, okay. So let's see. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the 7 of Pearls. And we have the 8 of Coral, which is the 8 of Wands. And the 4 of Pearls, which is the 4 of Cups. Queen of Coral, which is the Queen of Wands, is below that. So this is what I see. You're definitely moving away from something that caused a lot of confusion, okay? You did have an idea of how you wanted this to go, but it was an illusion. It didn't work out. So you've accepted that, and you're moving away, and you're moving away quickly, okay? With the 8 of Coral and the 4 of Pearls, you're ready to move on past this opportunity. It's kind of become just something you're no longer interested in. And I do feel that you have this conversation, and I felt like this has been your energy for the past couple of months in your readings, Leo, that you've been trying to get away from this. Either it hasn't been right time, right place, perfect timing. But I mean, honestly, there's really never a perfect time to have that kind of conversation. Really kind of just gotta bite the bullet and do what you need to do. All right, let's look at the first week of you, for you, not of you. Week 1, we have the Moon, Piscean energy, the shadow energy, the secrets, the darkness. We have the Queen of Spears, which is the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Magician, right? Manifesting, trying to create what it is you want to happen here. And I feel like the Queen is, or this person is feeling like there's something there. They're feeling the energy. You just haven't come forth with it, right? It's almost as if you're hoping that they get it so you don't have to say it, right? You're kind of hoping that they do it so you don't have to do it. Kind of don't feel that's really great here, but let's see what happens. Let's clarify the Moon, Piscean energy. Clarify the Moon for my Leos, please. Clarify the Moon. Yep. Clarify the Moon for my Leos, please. Last card for Leo for the Moon. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and we have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, you're like, I've given this time, I've given this effort, I've pruned this as much as I possibly can. I'm out. Done. Over. Finito. And I'm standing firm in that energy now. Standing firm. I'm not going to sway anymore. I'm not going to flip-flop. I'm not going to give it another opportunity. However, you've made up your mind, but you have not shared that information. Yeah. Yeah, see the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's someone who has some gusto and says, okay, I'm going to do it. And then something else happens and they're like, okay, well, I guess I won't do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. No, I guess I won't do it. Right. All right, let's clarify the Queen of Spears. I'm not sure if this is you now with those clarifiers standing your ground or if this is your person's energy. Let's see. Clarify the Queen of Spears. Last card for the Queen of Spears. All right. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Empress energy, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. For some of you, not for all of you, you may have tried to delay this from happening because this person could be the mother of your children and it will cost you some money. This is why you've taken so long to get to this point, but it's already at a point where you can't hold off anymore, right? Yeah, there's definitely some financial ramifications to this disconnect. Let's clarify the Magician for you, Leo. Clarify the Magician. Last card, the Magician. We have the Two of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're done. But you do want new love. You do want to have partnership with someone. But there is nothing left for the current partnership. That is over. That's over. Yeah. But you still have hope. With the Star card, Aquarian energy, still have hope. Keeping hope alive. You're keeping hope alive. All right, that's probably what I'm going to name this video. For week 2, we have the Ace of Treasure. Okay, that's the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Pearls, which is the 10 of Cups. Oh, interesting. And we have the 6 of Pearls, which is the 6 of Cups. So it's very possible that someone new has come in here in week 2. Very possible. This is a completely different energy from this over here and from your hidden energies. Completely different. This is starting a new, path, looking to have emotional abundance and happiness. This is a soulmate type of energy. Very, very different. You're offering them quite a bit. So it's possible you've already started conversations or on a new path to love, Leos, without closing out the old cycle. Okay? Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Treasure. Woo! Well, those two wanted to fall. We have the Fool card, Temperance card. Yeah, and the 3 of Cups. That's what I thought. You've already moved into something, some other type of connection, some type of relationship, which created this third party energy without closing out the past cycle, because this person truly makes you feel emotionally happy, makes you feel emotionally content and secure. Ooh. Let's clarify the Six of Pearls. Clarify the Six of Pearls. Yeah, this person, this is a new energy, definitely. We have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles, and looky here, we have the Queen of Wands, which was at the bottom of the deck here, right? The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands. So, yes, I definitely feel that this has turned into a third-party energy, but with this person, the King of Pentacles, you're willing to work on things. You're really willing to give it the gusto, even though you haven't closed out this energy over here. That was weird. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers, Gemini energy. Yeah, very intimate relationship, but it's followed by the Seven of Swords. That's the lying, cheating, you know, being untrue type of energy. And just because you don't want to face the reality of this, or because you don't want to endure the financial strain that may occur due to the disconnect. Okay. All right. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And you may have not done this with any type of intention, right? The best of intentions can sometimes turn out to be the worst decisions. You just, no judgment here is what I'm trying to say. No judgment here. All right, week 3, we have the King of Coral. Well, looky there. The King of Wands has finally showed to the Queen of Wands. All right. In week 3, then we have the Four of Pentacles, right? And lastly, we have this Strength card, Leo energy. So this is where I see you gaining your bold energy, especially with the Strength card and the King of Wands. This is where you get bold. This is where you feel as though you have a monkey branch over here with this person. Now you can be brave and bold because you don't feel like you're losing anything. You just need to cut this off. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. And, you know, the King of Corals, they're very determined. They know what they want. So let's clarify. What do you want? Let's clarify the King of Coral, please. Is the King of Wands. Clarify the King of Coral. Two more, please, for the King of Coral. Last card. We have the World card. We have the Tower, and we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, the truth is going to come out. I don't think it's going to come out like you want it to come out, but it's definitely going to cause a Tower moment. It's going to change. It's going to close out the chapter, the old chapter, and you're going to start a brand new chapter. The truth will be revealed. Not, again, like I said, not the way you wanted it to. Not the way you wanted it to. With the Five of Swords, I feel like it's because somebody went digging, or somebody, you know, turned over every rock boulder to get down to the truth. All right. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Four of Pentacles for my Leos. Clarify the Four of Pentacles for Leos in week 3. We have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Where did I see the Queen of Swords? Somewhere. I don't remember. But, oh, she's over here, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're standing strong, confident against this past person, or the person that, I can't say past person because you haven't cut off the relationship with them, but you are strongly pulling back with that Strength card. You're kind of letting them know where things stand. And with the Knight of Cups, I feel like you're moving forward and pursuing your person, right? Yeah, there you are, Six of Cups. You're pursuing this new person, this new energy, and being bold in your movements in doing so. Yeah, finally making that judgment call. Six of Swords and the Judgment. All right. Whew. Week 3 is a doozy. Right, let's look at week 4. We have the 8 of Treasure, which is the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Sun card. And we have the Knight of Treasure. Lots of pentacle energy here in week 4. Kind of feel that's really going to have to do with finances. Because, and what it's telling you, ooh, I love this energy. I don't know if you can see that, this card. You see all the whales in there? They're orcas. And orcas travel in pods. They're families. So with this Knight of Treasure energy, I feel like this is definitely a family situation that's not going to be over quickly. It's going to take some time. All right, let's clarify the Sun card. Let's clarify the Sun card for you. Clarify the Sun card. Oh, okay. Took all 3. We have the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Justice card. Yeah, I do feel, again, there's that 7 of Cups here. You know, lots of confusion. There was an illusion about how things were really working. There was unequal give and take. There was breadcrumbing in the relationship. And there's the Justice card. So I do see legal separation or divorce or dissolution of partnership here. And with that dissolution, the truth, right? The Sun, the truth, enlightenment. And there's that Wheel of Fortune, moving forward, moving on. You can't hold back, right? There's that 4 of Pentacles again. You can't hold back from moving forward. These things have got to move forward. You can't just stop other people's journey because of your uncertainty. So yeah, I feel like now the journey begins with the 8 of Treasure to move into the legal areas of, you know, what I just mentioned. Clarify the Knight of Treasure, please. Oh, I'm just in love with this card. Let's clarify the Knight of Treasure. Which is the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. Yeah, this is taking a long time. But the Queen of Pentacles could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. She's moving on. I say she, but it's they. They are not going to stand around for someone who has done this to them, for someone who has been cheated on them, unethical, untruthful. They're moving forward, and it's taking some time with the Knight of Treasure, but it is definitely in the works, and it's definitely going to push forward. They are pushing forward for their new beginning as well. Yeah. Oof. Tough energy. The Strength card again, which came out twice. They're going to require strength. You're going to require strength. Both of you are going to require strength to truly walk away from this connection. All right. Let's look at your Queen of the Moon Oracle. Queen of the Moon Oracle for my beautiful Leos to close out the month of September 2025. Queen of the Moon Oracle, please. What's the energy we have to share with my beautiful Leos for the month of September 2025? Leos, you surprised me. You surprised me. First quarter moon, card number 9. You are assessing, evaluating what is happening here. Let me get the book. Card number 9. First quarter moon, and I'm going to read the brief overview. It is time to assess your current position. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on that assessment. Okay? Definitely need to assess, Leos. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please give it a big thumbs up. Leave me any comments below. If you're not part of the Tarot Tribe, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. It has been my pleasure, and we'll chat again real soon. Bye for now.